This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And we're off from Tampa. Rashad White on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Sending him on the dive. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Back to the well again. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
They get an even 10 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
1st and 10.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a gain of 3 for him, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
A split second, all to get the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
They give it to him again. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
180.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. Catch made left side by Buccaneers. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bucs have the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34. Now the run here from the gun. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Going to the ground again on first. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
A loss of 2.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Only 2 on the carry there, and it's third and goal from the 4. All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive.
Run. God.
Here's a give, straight up the middle. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. He'll take this at the 10. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Dart starting with a pass here. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scattaboo. And he'll get it up to the 27.
And I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Markers are reset. Here we go. Going with the 44.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
On first down, this is Scattaboo. Racing down the left side. And he's out to end a nice little run there, but I don't think he's going to get to keep the yardage. That penalty flag might wipe this away. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's their rookie from Notre Dame. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Kings!
From the gun, Mayfield. This one's knocked away, so that's incomplete, and now we've got a flag down. This may be against the offense as well. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. They'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call.
Good. 20. Stop.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Good.
Mayfield now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he goes out with enough for the first, but we do have a flag down on the play. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on 3rd down. Baker now from the gun. On the move. Now hit. Mayfield loses the ball. Well, it looks like the Buccaneers made a heads-up play. Got on top of that one for the recovery. They go to punt on 4th down, and out heads Tommy Townsend. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Brings it in at the 12. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Scatterboo now from the gun. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of one. 7-0 is our score. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at 1st down here.
18 Cardinal.
To throw, here's Dart. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. So 1st down from the 41.
19,
Dart out of the shotgun. He finds Neighbors right side. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
It's a gain of 8.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
It's Scatterboo on 2nd down. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. A handoff to Tracy. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Dart. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Well, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read, Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
1 interception you don't like, back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. The It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Chased out to his right. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Scannaboo. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Darts back to throw. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Avoided one crisis on a dropped pick. Now they're facing another 3rd and long. Throw here, 3rd down. Fights out the pressure.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. The defense rallied, they responded, and forced a 4th down.
Punt meets him at the 28. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Baker has a man on target to Johnson. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first 2 plays on this drive. I think it's got everybody, you and me, every fan believing, well, they're only 1 play away from putting points on the board.
And the stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Baker out of the pistol. Brought in. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Third and a lone yard coming up. Mayfield keeps it himself. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say, that can't happen again.
And they come through to to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. They go to him again. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. They've got 2nd and goal now from the 5 after that helpful penalty. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Tried getting it to Emeka Egbuka, and that brings up 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. Maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Now the Buccaneers bringing out their field goal team. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will add to their score.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. There's a little bit up to the 21. A tackle made by Jordan Brooks. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Darks looking to throw. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 4th down. Jamie Gillett on now to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Breaks the tackle. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Here's Baker to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st down, here's Baker. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Throwing again is Baker. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, alert, alert!
3rd and long, they're going to throw. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender, and even more so the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
He's keeping it. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeouts, and they can try a field goal now before halftime. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
Returning it from the 4. And that is a crunching hit that ends our opening half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. Starting at the 10. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. Dart from the pistol. Throwing the out route complete. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Cut out left. This gets the first and more. Now he's past the 25. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. Following the flag, they've got 3rd and 3. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. It's on target to Johnson. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Dart gonna throw again. That's complete to Darius Slayton. A solid gain there, gets him across the 45 before he goes out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Dart setting in the throw here. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. So the Bucs go to the dime set ahead of this 3rd down. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now. Here he goes, 3rd and long. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The Giants are set to punt.
Formation for the Giants.
He's still going at the 30. Keeps himself upright. And no offense needed as they take the return all the way back for the touchdown. Oh, He is one of those players, Brock. We've seen teams sometimes kick away from him, and it's because of his ability to turn any punt return into six.
Some of these elite returners, Kate, they just have a vision that's different. They can see things happening before the rest of us, and then you've got to have that elite explosiveness as well to go punch it in for six.
So after giving up the punt return score, Brock, let's see if they can answer on a different type of return. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's going to take this return out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. Your start now. Escapes the pocket. And Doc's got him a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On first down, here's Dart. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Following the near interception, this is second and 10. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Back to throw, here starts. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Third down and 15.
Third and long for him here. Looking slant route, complete. On the move, past the 40. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants shrinking the lead some in the third. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Giants 7.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10.
180! Start!
Baker now off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Play action. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out of the pocket. Connects on the crosser. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Another carry for him. And a productive run there on second down. That's a gain of 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
And they stand him up. No breaking through, and the defense holds.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Returnable from the 1. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Darts back to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time, and it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
It is caught left side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Give him 25 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
25 yards. And the Giants 1st down.
Driving forward with Scatteroo. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. Into enemy territory and a yard at most from the 1st. That brings up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. So 3rd down becomes much tougher for him as 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and a much more difficult 6. So the false start makes this a far tougher call now. 3rd and 6. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Pulled in by his back. Scatteroo. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Running with Scatteroo. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. From the gun, here's Dart. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's another Giants 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Darts out of the shotgun. Hits him on the out route. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Scatteroo here on 1st and goal. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
And he has the New York touchdown. The Giants can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here's White on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bucks to the line. First and 10.
Watch out!
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense.
Good! 20! Watch out!
Now Mayfield. Hits him on the in route. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
180! Watch out!
Mayfield now from the gun. He rolls to his right. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Watch out!
Baker now from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
Watch out!
Brought in right side by McMillan. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Bucks have the first.
15 yards. That's good for a first down.
Baker throwing again. He's across the 20, still going. And nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Mayfield to throw again. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. Line up the design keeper. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers have a commanding 14-point lead now in the fourth. Baker Mayfield the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers lead by 15 now.
Giants 14.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. We stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
New York to the line. First and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. with the gun this time. Here's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Complete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that makes it 2nd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Dart setting in to throw here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. Desperation time here. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
A touchdown all but gifted to them here as they take over 1st and goal.
Good. 180. What's that?
They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Buccaneers have likely locked up the win right there. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This return starts at the 5. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
At their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Trying to throw this from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40.
First down. A gain of 19.
On 1st and 10. Here's Dart.
First down, Giants.
Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that game.
That's another. Giants.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Buys time, rolling right.
What a great play by the defense. Play breaks down, but that defense stays disciplined. Nobody loses control, and they end up stopping him for a loss.
Dart looking to throw. Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. But they just can't finish the play. Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, Gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. And let the cover guys go shut it down.
And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. Yep, already got the stop and the turnover on down, so they're just going to decline that penalty. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
180!
Here's the one back on the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Buccaneers out and into punt formation. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. We're drawn up for him. Timeout call. And that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. We're drawn up for him. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Dark from the pistol. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit. Knocks it free, incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Giants.
Dart going to throw again. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Trying to push deep downfield. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the fourth quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was
Brought in inside the 20. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Giants 22.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Bucs are able to get to this kick, and now they're just a few moments from victory. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. We always call it the best formation in football, Brock. They're going to line up to take that knee and run out some clock. Design quarterback run here. Sound the cannons, baby. The Buccaneers winning here in Tampa. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.